Pizza 32 back again with another review. These are the Zen playing cards by Conjuring Arts. There's essentially three different versions. This one, the prototype, I already reviewed previously. I'll talk a little bit more about it in a bit though. But these are the two newer ones that they just released. This is basically a standard one, and this is a limited edition one, but more or less the same. So the front of the box, this one has nice red foil, says Zen in a Asian type font, and the foil Zen figure there. On one side it says Master Fitness in red foil, on the other side for its quality. Whoops, the top, nothing. The bottom says it's made by the Expert Playing Card Company to exacting standards. And then the back, you see very nice embossed details, although because it's just a black embossed box, it's not even foil or anything like that, it doesn't really stand out too much. It's kind of hard to see the details. A little bit disappointing. Nothing on the flaps on the inside, anything like that. Then we get to the cards. Jokers are just standard expert playing cards. For J in the two corners, Expert Playing Card Company, New York, New York on the bottom, and just a kind of Renaissance type era Joker clown guy holding a bunch of cards. The other Joker is exactly the same. Back design, kind of like the red prototype deck I reviewed. It's the same thing except that it's black and white instead of red and white. Kind of a simple one. I mean, it's you just got these two symbols in there, the Zen guy, and then a bunch of details. It's you know, it's a nice looking back design, yet a little bit simple. Ace of Spades, it's the Expert Playing Card Company Ace with that same figure on the pip, and it says Expert Playing Card Company on the bottom. Then you get to the court cards. They're basically just standard, at least for Expert Playing Card Company decks. And so are the number cards. Just a quick so, if anyone is interested, there you go. They're good quality cards. A embossed linen finish. And a nice stock, similar to a bicycle, very snappy as you can see. The handle really good as you can see, I like that. No problems with the cards whatsoever. I know some people are turned off by decks of cards that just have standard court cards and standard pips and stuff like that, but it is what it is. I wasn't expecting any more, any less. So I'm not disappointed with it. Then there's this one. It's the same thing except it's got silver foil throughout. And then the back you see the same thing. There's a little figure again. This one, the faces are exactly the same. That is a nice court card, I like that. The only difference is the backs. They're the same, except that they got a silver foil figure on them. That face is silver foil, and it's really cool. And, to my surprise, unlike a previous attempt, these ones actually handle very nicely. Previously, there was a exquisite bold deck that was released and sold through Art of Play. They put a nice gold foil star in the center of the cards on the backs, and they just did not handle that well. And part of the reason was because you can actually feel it in the cards, and it's just really standing proud of the card, if you will, protruding from the card a little bit. These ones, you can barely feel that they're there. So they don't affect handling. They actually handle very nicely. Just like the other cards. That's the only difference from that one to this one, aside from the price. It is a little bit more expensive. A few bucks more. But more limited and pretty damn cool. Now if the whole back had a different color, it would be better. Then we got this one. I'm not going to open it. I've already done a review on it, but it is the prototype edition. It's a red box and it's got basically a black foil to it. Actually, it's almost just a, well, it is a black foil, I would say, but it almost just seems like black ink. What's nice about these, you can see they have the pull strip around this way because it opens on the side. I've seen others that are side opening, but they don't do that, and then people get pissed off because they got to open it up and they take off all the cellophane, and some people like to keep it on, and that affects it. But anyways, it does say that it's not for sale on top. Prototype deck, experimental prototype. For something that's a experimental prototype, they sure as hell ordered enough, because they first gave these away for free to people when they bought a brick of NOC decks, which I did, and of course I sold most of them, I think, if not all of them. But now they pissed me off a little bit, because now everyone who placed an order on from Thanksgiving Thursday to Black Friday, we're getting free prototype decks. So I basically spent a whole bunch of money getting NOC decks to get this free, and now they're giving it away. Why are all the companies doing this? Illusionist is doing it, now these guys are doing it. It's just pissing me off a little bit. They could be a damn iron. But anyways, they're okay for what they are. They're pretty standard. A nice deck to pull out and do some magic with, or play cards with, or do some cardistry with, or whatever you want. But anyways, that is what I got. That's the Zen playing cards, and I will see you next time with more reviews.